Hey, what's up, Guardians? Hope everyone's been having a solid week out there in the system. So we just need to update 9.5.0.5, and it's bringing a few tweaks that might not sound huge at first, but they're the kind that quietly make the game feel smoother and more balanced overall. One of the big highlights is that Bungie finally addressed the Trials of Osiris lobby balancing issue that had been throwing matches off for a while. You know those moments when teams just felt totally lopsided before the first round even started? That's what this patch is targeting. It should make Trials feel a lot fairer going forward, which is great news for anyone grinding that flawless run. Alongside that, there's been a small change in the Trials map rotation. The Anomaly map got pulled because of a special ammo crate bug, and Burnout stepped in to take its place for now. So if you've been loading in expecting Anomaly and suddenly end up on Burnout, that's why. It's a temporary move until Bungie sorts the issue out properly. Aside from Trials, there are a bunch of smaller updates under the hood that focus on stability and performance. Some of you might have noticed random crashes or small lag spikes in PvP activities recently, and this patch is supposed to smooth those out. The game just feels a bit cleaner now. Menu transitions are snappier, loading screens a touch faster, and match performance seems steadier overall. It's not a flashy change, but it's the kind that you really appreciate once you spend a few hours playing. Bungie also mentioned some minor PvP refinements that weren't listed in great detail, but it sounds like they're continuing to fine-tune how matchmaking and activity stability behave, especially in competitive playlists. There's also the usual round of fixes for weird bugs that players have been running into. A few ongoing issues are still being tracked, things like weekly objectives not progressing properly and a handful of cosmetic display problems, but Bungie's keeping an eye on those for future updates. For now, though, it's nice to see some movement on the PvP front since a lot of players have been asking for attention there. Overall, 9.5.0.5 might not be the most explosive update ever, but it feels like one of those steady, necessary ones that sets the stage for bigger things ahead. The Trials fix alone is a major relief, especially for those who play it religiously every weekend. Between the smoother performance, fairer matchmaking, and the little quality of life improvements tucked inside, it's a nice sign that Bungie's still fine-tuning the experience while preparing for whatever's next. So yeah, jump back in, test out the changes for yourself, and see how it feels. Because even though it's a smaller patch, it's definitely one that's worth noticing once you're back in the fight.